my favorite selling seasons of the year strategies. So get ready, take some notes, and just start thinking like a retailer right now because we are. We are retailers. And those companies, if you, I don't know if you've noticed, but there's stuff out already for Christmas. I don't know if anybody's seen it. Has anybody seen it? I have.
Mm-hmm.
Halloween's out. They're like bypassing Thanksgiving and Christmas. So we want to do everything we can to have good sales for our holiday season because everyone's shopping. They may as well shop with you, right? So I like to talk strategy because it's September. I know school just got back in session. It's hard to think about Christmas. However, if you plan ahead, then you're going to have a successful selling season. So your first thing you're going to want to do is to set a goal. How much do you want to make for your holiday season? Think about if you've already been in long enough and you can calculate your per face, average, how many people you need to see to make a certain amount of money. Well, it's kind of similar for stop and shops and holiday open houses and all of those things too. So we're going to strategize, reverse engineer it, figure out how much time you need. And we're going to do this individually with your director. So you can contact me later to figure out what that is. Just start thinking now about how much you want to make. What is a goal for you? Do you want to plan a trip for your family? Do you want to plan a trip for yourself? Do you want to plan a shopping spree? Maybe you have a big bill of something coming up and you want to be able to pay it for property taxes. Not fun, but set a goal for something that excites you. You have to feel it. Figure out what that is, and then we will reverse engineer it. But once you have that figured out, it opens the door in your brain so that you start thinking of the possibilities. All right. Next thing I want to talk about is once you have that figured out, like how much money do you want to make? What is it you want from your holiday season with your Mary Kay business? It's time to go back to basics and get your weekly plan sheet and write down all of your family commitments. If you have a full calendar, if you have like a desk calendar, like I have one of these, which I really like, and it doesn't have anything on it yet because I just moved, but I like having a paper to write down on, and this is a full year. So I can flip through and start planning right now. Number one, when am I going to prepare for the holiday selling? Am I going to take, set time aside to wrap gifts? Am I going to set time aside to book appointments with people like a stop and shop? Am I going to set time aside to create a open house? Am I going to do an open house? All of these need to be thought about right now. So take your calendar and your weekly plan sheet and write down all of your normal family commitments for the holidays and then block off time for preparing for your retail business. You need to do it now, now, now. Do it now, do it now, do it now. And that's the Din Din Club. Do it now. It's if you do it, I promise you're going to have so much more success. Delegate or ditch. Things that you do not have to touch or do, delegate or ditch them. Okay. We've got all kinds of opportunities during the holiday season. Pink Friday, Pink Week, Cyber Monday, Small Business Saturday, or create your own like Prime Week. Amazon got smart. They started doing their sale way before Christmas and before Thanksgiving, before Black Friday. We don't even hear about Black Friday anymore. We always called it Pink Friday. Start planning. When do you want to have a sale? When do you want to get people together? Do you want to do it with another company? Sometimes, you have friends that sell candles or bags or, they have their own business and they bring their customers and you bring yours. Just start thinking right now, what does that look like to you? Who do you know that might partner up with you? If you're new, that's kind of good. If you don't have a lot of customers, you can share customers with other friends that have their own, side hustle businesses. There's always room to go around. All right. So you're going to make your menu. Your menu is for the month. What are you going to block off time for? And it takes time. You really do have to take time. Like I like to take an hour, sit down, go through my calendar all the way through the end of the year, write down, birthdays and family gatherings and Christmas events and traditions and all the things that are going to be on the calendar when it gets here and get them on the calendar so I can see them. And then I can see what time I have available to start making plans. And, you know, make your menu out for the month. Get your stuff lined up. I keep saying menu for the month for your meals too. Like start pre-planning okay, I'm going to get real busy during the holidays. So what can I do to plan so that it runs more smoothly, especially if you have new babies or, a family, and if you have family come in to visit, start delegating things to family when they come to visit too. That actually makes them feel like you really are welcoming them to your home, I think. Of course, you don't want them scrubbing your toilets, but anyway. All right. So make a list of who you're buying for this season. Okay, that's the next thing. So weekly plan sheet and calendar is the first thing. The second thing is making a list of who you're buying for. Especially those of you who are new, guess what? Ching ching, you get to buy Mary Kay products for them at half price. So your Christmas just gained a little bit of momentum with your own ordering for your own sales, for your own gift giving needs, rather. So who are you buying for? Start making a list. And this list is going to be ongoing, but just start the list and then you'll add to it. And who do you know that you can offer your own products to? Okay, something else to think about. Number three, schedule your holiday open house. You can do it virtually, do a stop and shop, figure out what it is that you want to do to bring your customers together. Okay, so make a plan, think about what you want, do a shopping coffee, do a trunk show, whatever it is that works for you. Okay, and then you want to work it full circle. You want to get referrals and bookings from those as well. So keep those in the back of your mind. Write full circle on your list. Okay, full circle. If they can't come to your holiday open house or your stop and shop, maybe they know some people that would like to come, especially if they've been to one before in prior years. And bookings plus team building appointments. We have some fabulous prizes to be giving away, and it is not too late to start sending out um, save the dates for these appointments. Okay. And with that, if they can't come, you can also give them another incentive to get together by offering what we're giving away with the prizes for listening to the opportunity. Next thing I want to talk about is a wish list. I am a firm believer in wish lists, and I'm going to share my screen here. I can find it because I want to show you the wish list that I happen to like. And it starts going into all my reorder bags so that my customers start thinking about what they want from, when the fall holiday line, they're going to be getting their lookbook soon. So they need to have a wish list so they can start picking out what they want. Okay, bear with me here. I know it is. Oh, I can't find it. Hang on. Hang on. Oh, there it is. Had too many things open. All right, where's my share? Share. Okay. Can you see that, Denise? I can see you on the screen. Yep. Okay, perfect. So I like this wish list. It's fun. I don't know who created it. It probably says at the bottom, but I like it because it's who are they shopping for, their favorite things. It's cute. Who are their Santas? Who buys gifts for them? They put that information down. Maybe it's a parent, maybe it's a sibling or a spouse or parent, depending on who it is you're talking to. And there's some ideas on here as well to help spur their memory into thinking who they're going to get gifts for. If they've got kids in school, their school teacher needs to get a gift, and the satin hands is great, or the mint bliss with the fuzzy socks is a great gift that's inexpensive, that everybody can use and love. So start thinking about all these things. Stocking stuffers, gifts of kindness, kind of like the school teacher. Oh, there it is. Office Buzz Inc. is who designed this. But I like this one. I print them off. I put them in my reorder bags. All right. Next thing is once you have it figured out what you want to do and how you want to do it, and you need to make that decision within the next 7 days. Okay. September's rolling through pretty quick, like a fast train. So within the next 7 days, make it your priority to make a decision on what it is that you want your holiday to look like, what your goal is, and when you're going to do whatever it is you're going to do. Okay. 7 days is plenty of time to talk to other people, to get it, to, lock down dates. So you do that and then send the save the dates to your customers. And you can make the cutest things on Canva or, just talk to someone who does stuff like that. Okay. Send a save the date to all your customers, right? And add that to your daily affirmation once you have figured out what you want and read it aloud twice a day. Okay. What do you want your Christmas morning to look like? Describe it in detail. How's it going to feel? Who's going to be positively impacted by your choices? What will you be able to do that you haven't been able to do before? Continue to think about beyond Christmas morning. What will this new phase of life do for you and your family moving forward in the new year? Maybe your goal is to get 100 customers. Maybe your goal is not a dollar goal. Maybe it's to get 10 bookings. Maybe it's to, hold your Power Start Plus. Whatever your goal is, put it in the forefront of your mind, put it in your affirmation, make a decision, and get started with the planning side of it. Okay. And let's see. So October is going to be here in very short order. So along with holiday selling is we have October. Put together some little, goodie bags that you can put into the kids' candy for the mom, right? Something that you can give to the moms. Little samples, like lip gloss sample. Can we still get those? I don't even know. I can't remember. I have so many. Just something with a piece of candy, your business card, and a little cello bag to pop in there. Start planning now because putting that stuff together takes time. And if you can delegate it, that's even better. If you've got a teenage kid or someone that you know is in high school, or if you have a babysitter who watches your kids and when they're sleeping, the babysitter could do that on double duty. Think about ways to help, yourself. So that's October. November is usually when we do our holiday open house, that first weekend. That's what my customers are used to. And then the Pink Week sales come the, week around Thanksgiving, before, after, or the weekend. So start marking those on your calendar. December, start fulfilling the wish list and delivering to businesses that shopped with you. So if you know of businesses, I'm not going to give up too much information with this because I happen to know you're going to get another trunk load full of ideas from someone else during another class that we're going to do or training. So put together pillow gifts. Pillow gifts are something that like a husband would get for his wife after Thanksgiving, and she's cooked and slaved and whatnot. And it's a little cute gift, and there's a poem that goes with it. And you can Google the poem pillow gift and find it on the internet now. It's not like we all have to share it. You can find it on your own if you can, if you don't already have it, but it's just a little gift. Sometimes it's a hand cream or a satin hands or something very pampering for her for all the work she did to make a big holiday get together for the family. So pillow gifts are a really great idea. So wish lists, pillow gifts, and having a temptation basket. That's my other big, big thing. So sorry, it's heavy. Okay. So I've always had a temptation basket. I carry it with me everywhere. I'll change the bow and make it festive. It'll have the fall holiday in here, but this basket goes with me to all my appointments so that I can show my customers all the new products that are coming out. I take it and you can be creative and use it to show what you have to sell. Go get your oil changed and go have gift ideas in there to start selling. I mean, there's so many ways. And then don't stop in December. Once December hits, don't stop. Keep going until you've reached your goal and then some. Okay. Just because Christmas Day is over doesn't mean your goal ends because there's still New Year's Eve, right? Like there's still a week after Christmas. So don't stop. And then January, I want you to reevaluate what worked well, what you need to adjust, what you liked, what you feel you could do better. Pat yourself on the back for your wins and for taking the time and the initiative and the effort to actually put time into planning your holiday season. And most of all, book appointments. Everyone wants to get pampered. All right. As you gain new customers, use your phone, add them to my customers and keep them organized. Just use your phone while you're, getting together with them. You can even pass your phone around and let them put it in their information in themselves if you want to. Touch things only once, right? That's my motto is I don't like to touch things more than once. I like to handle it and get it put away, out of sight, out of mind. Okay. And you can use e-cards on InTouch as well as the texting on the app, on the My Customers app. Just know that if you have an iPhone, you have to send one at a time. If you don't have an iPhone, I think you can do multiples. So plan your work your plan. Those were Mary Kay Ash's famous words. And look around. You're going to see stuff around right now that we're talking about Christmas and the holidays, you're going to go out and you're going to go, oh my God, April was right. There's wrapping paper and bows and Christmas tree decorations and lawn ornaments and all kinds of stuff out there that's already showing up. And it's showing up online too. The AI is already putting it out there. So set a goal, do something about it every day. Success is hidden in your daily routine. So determine how much you want to profit or what your face goal is. Start thinking. And I want to pause right here because I want to just see if anybody has had any kind of inspiration about what they want to do and how they want to work their holiday business. A lot of you on here are new and you haven't done this before. Some of you are seasoned. So who would like to share their ideas? Because Mary Kay always said, if I have one good idea, I have one good idea. If you have one good idea, you have one good idea. But if we share our ideas, we each get two. So I love being able to share. I see Rebecca raising her hand.
Hello.
Hi.
So one thing, I haven't done this for a while, but it popped into my head and I was like, oh my gosh, I need to do that because I have plenty of time this year. Thank you to you. So one thing that we used to do is called Santa Bucks, and we would pick a time to start that. So like September. And for every so much that they order, so let's say I can set the amount at whatever I want. So for every $20 they order, they they earn $1 in Santa Bucks. And what that does is then they can use those Santa Bucks and they can either spend it during your Pink Friday sale, your open house, or just around the holiday season. You get to choose. That's the great thing is that you get to choose what that looks like for you. You can set it for every $10, but the point is that it gets them purchasing more with you right now when you're meeting with the brand new customers, so like the people that we're getting from the fair, but then it also incentivizes them to purchase and spend money during the holidays. So it kind of incentivizes both. So that's one thing that I have done in the past that I haven't done for a few years. And I'm actually really excited to try that because I'm meeting with a lot of new people that I'm meeting at the fair. And the other thing that I used to do all the time that I'm excited to do more of this year again is trunk shows. So they're kind of like stop and shops, but I set up my van or my trunk car, whatever, super cute. And then we go to the different businesses, and I usually target the businesses that are majority male workers because I incentivize them and give them great ideas to purchase for their wives. And it's all in one. So they can be working, they can stop on their lunch breaks. And I have had massive, massive success with those. I used to sell thousands of dollars at trunk shows when I was active in doing it before. So those are some things that I have done in before, I know work well, that I'm excited to do again.
Thank you, Rebecca. I agree. I really forgot about the bonus bucks that we used to do. It was $30 because the PCP gift used to be $30 in product. So I always tried to get them to do at least 30 to get the gift with purchase, and then they got $1. And then, every $100 order they got 10 or something. Anyway, it was incentivizing, and they had to keep track of them themselves. I would put them in the reorder bag, and if they lose them, they lose them. It's just like cash, but they could only spend them at the holiday open house. So I guaranteed that they would come to my open house. And thank you for reminding me. And trunk shows, like I said, I'm always doing trunk shows. I love that. And it's really great because if you have things that they can actually purchase out of your trunk already wrapped up and ready to go, and they go back to their office and they put it on their desk, other people go, hey, where'd you get that? I want one too. So it's really a great idea. Thank you for sharing. And then let's see, I saw some stuff in the chat. Pajama masking party for a group of girls. Oh, I love it, Jasmine. Great idea. Yep, temptation basket and the holiday open house. The reward system is great. And Heidi's doing an open house at her home, stop and shops, corporate selling. Yeah, all these things, they're viable. They make us money. I remember that one year that I did like 21,000 in 2 months. So you can make a lot of money when you do it that way and make a lot of people happy and gain a lot of customers and change their life and your own too. Anyone else want to share? All right. Well,
April,
there's
I
a good.
just want to add, it's not really necessarily sharing anything specific, but I just want to say that the very first year I was a consultant And I came in, of course, I was very new at this time of year. I mean, I started and we went to seminar and then we came back and pretty much like the holiday season was here. And I literally had no idea what to do, how to do it. And the only reason like I was successful that first year was because I mean, I literally wrote down every single thing you said in order. I did all of the things. And you guys, here I am. It's like 6 years later, and I'm a director now or whatever. And so, but I'm still writing notes. I'm still doing the things. And that's one of the things that I just want to like really put out there. Like it doesn't stop, it doesn't change, no matter how long you've been in or out or done it or not. Just start again. We're at the beginning of September. She's given us the entire roadmap to do this. And we know she knows what she's talking about. $21,000 in 2 months. Just like wrap your mind around that number, guys. Like listen to her. Don't reinvent the wheel. Just do the stuff that she's proven over year after year after year that works. So I'm so excited for holidays.
Thanks. Thanks so much, Kelly. And it's true. It's like I can't even reiterate enough the wish list, especially. And you have to follow up on them. And you call your customers and just say, "Hey, I put a wish list in your bag and I haven't seen you take a picture of it with your phone and send it to me yet. What's on your wish list?" And if they're like, "Oh, we haven't done it yet. I haven't had time." Great. Take some time when you're having your morning coffee, looking at the lookbook, pick out what you want for yourself. Put it on that wish list. Give me your Santa's name and I'll follow up and call you back next week and get it from you, or you can text it to me. So just keep following up with them. The follow up is the key, and then reaching out to the Santas out there. And this just will go continue right into Valentine's and Mother's Day and everything else. The wish list, open like all these ideas are amazing. Love
I
it.
want to kind of piggyback off what April said, because one of the things that I've watched April and myself and Heidi and a lot of you do is take advantage of open house. And, you know, when I started in Mary Kay, we didn't really have a training center initially. So we kind of did them in our home. And it's a great way to connect with your customers. And it's my favorite time of the year because I actually see my customers. I set appointments. April, I know you did too. And we would just have people coming and going and coming and going and spend that individual time with them. And usually if you can get them there, you guys, they're going to buy 2 or 3 or 4 or $500 worth of product because they do their gift giving too. So it's like, I'm going to try some virtual stuff too, but I've done an open house every year since I've been a consultant, even though the first year I only had 3 people and one was my husband's hunting buddy. But
Right.
I spent more on the decorations and food than I did sold, but it's
Me too.
creating a habit and creating consistency with your customers. They look forward to it. And it's the beginning of the season. You know, we do our open houses, we do Pink Friday, we do, you know, a lot of times people will do Super Bowl sales. Like it goes from all the way from October, November, all the way through January, February, but it is the biggest selling season of your year. So,
Yes. And
yeah.
if you're new, don't spend a lot on food, go buy some brownies and lemonade and hot chocolate. That's all you need. Maybe some popcorn, right? Like don't spend a lot on all that stuff. They want to see the product. They want to see you. They want to know what's new. They want to, they're having munchies is great, but don't go broke doing that. I did that I know I spent more money on everything, but like 2 people showed up, I think. Yeah, it was awful. But I figured it out. I'm like, okay, I won't do that again. I'm going to plan better. I'm going to plan ahead. I'm going to invite more. I'm going to tell my customers, if you come, bring a friend, you get a free gift or a discount. There's lots of ways to incentivize your people to show up. And once they try the product on, sold. Check that off your list. Okay, any questions? I think I'll wrap it up there. We are getting close to the end here.
One other thing I just kind of thought of, and if you guys notice on your customer lists, your customer profile in your My Customer app, there is a spot where you can put like the customers, a picture of them, like a profile picture kind of a concept. And if you know what the person looks like and you know them really well, you don't necessarily need their picture to remind you who they are. But the wish list is also a good thing to put in as their profile picture, because then you don't have to sit there and write all of their wish list down in the note section. You can just have it right there. And every time that customer pops up and you're in there, you can be like, oh, you know what? Do you remember last year you really were thinking that you wanted this thing? And is that something that you still want to keep on your wish list or whatever? And they're not going to remember maybe that they said that. And they're certainly going to be like totally shocked, like, oh my gosh, how did you remember that? And it's just a simple little thing. So use those kinds of tricks when you can too, to make things easier for yourself. But the wish list as their like profile picture on my customers is a great way to do it, because it's right there when you first go in to the customer and you see it right there. Okay,
I
that's
love it. Thank you. That is great. I love it. There's lots of little things you'll learn along the way, but the main thing is right now is you're at the starting gate and you need to plan. And you can still do great things the week before Thanksgiving if you start then, but you could do a lot more if you start planning now. So it's all up to you. It's about your bandwidth, what you have going on in your life, what your goal is, and what you want from your business. But I promise you, when you put time into your business, you get paid back tenfold. All right. Any other questions or comments?
I do want to comment on, I've really listened to what April said about we have to think like a retailer. You guys, when the company says limited edition, and they're combining fall and holiday this year together, there used to be 2 separate promotions. So we had 5 different enrollments per preferred customer program. And the company took our feedback and combined fall and holiday back together again. So there's a lot coming out, but you guys, all the limited edition stuff, it is just that. If you did the preferred customer program enrollment for fall holiday, or you were a Star Consultant last quarter, you can order on the 10th of September. Otherwise, everybody can order on the 15th of September. And so I encourage you, make that list, like April said, figure out what you want for yourself, what you're going to give away, what you're buying for people, and then, start reaching out to people that you might want to help them with their gift giving, and get ordered what you think you're going to want, because when it sells out, it's out. And that it seems like every year more and more things are selling out quicker. And so we just have to understand that the company does projections months, if not years in advance of what they think we're going to sell, and that's how much they make. So, get it on your shelf if you want to have it, because those are things that I use, like April said, holiday, Mother's Day, Valentine's Day. There's a lot that can be given throughout the year, but it is limited. And so just plan to get that list together and order by the 10th, the new products that are coming out that you want on your shelf.
Great. Yes. Thank you, Heidi. Yeah, definitely. You have to think like a retailer. Yeah, okay. Just to break it down, and I'm sure that nobody who's watching this thinks like, I can't afford to. Well, you can't afford not to, because what the eye sees, the eye buys. And if maybe you're not creative and you don't know how to wrap it up, don't you worry. We'll get to that point when it's time. Think about what you want to sell and make sure you have the inventory to support that. So if you want to sell $5,000, then you need to order $2,500 worth of product. Make sense? And you'll be a Ruby Star Consultant, and you'll get a prize. So
An investment.
Yeah, it's an investment. And if you were to go to, Albertsons, and you needed to get bread and milk and they didn't have any, what would you do? Go down the street to Walmart or Fred Meyer or a Winco, right? You're not going to stay shopping with them if you don't have the product.
Yeah,
They don't have the food.
And Albertsons doesn't have it. You don't have it.
Yeah. So think like a retailer. You have to have inventory to sell. What the eye sees, the eye buys, I promise you. If they smell it, touch it, put it on their skin, yeah, they're going to want it. It's a given. Yes. Thank you, Heidi. Well, if that is everything, I'll wrap up with my little note from the universe, which I thought was really cool. Sometimes lifetimes are chosen to be with friends. And sometimes, April, one friend agrees to be off balance and the other balanced. One teaches stability and the other teaches spontaneity. Gets kind of wonky, though, if either starts thinking they're more important to the other than the other is to them. Every nut needs a cracker, April, and every cracker needs a nut. I thought that was really cute because, right now with all the growth we have here and all the life that's going on with everyone, we got to learn to be patient and compassionate. So be kind and courteous to everyone that you meet, and believe in yourself, because we believe in you, and you wouldn't be here tonight. You wouldn't be on and taking notes and listening if you didn't want something. And I truly believe that whatever you wrote down or whatever decision that you've made, whatever goal you set, you can achieve. And that's all I have for tonight. I love you all.
Thank you, April. Thank you so much. That was so great.
Fast and
Great
furious.
stuff.
Yeah, and you guys for the retreat, just because I keep getting people asking about it, it is casual. So it's snappy casual. Heidi put a cute little flyer together. So snappy casual attire, and the address is on there. And thank you, Miss April. The place that she's working, they have a beautiful meeting room that we're going to do it in. And so we're going to have a lot of fun. This is going to be less training per se. There is going to be some teaching, of course, but it's more about camaraderie, fun, team building, inspiration, and some creativity as well.
Can't wait to see you all there.
Have a wonderful, fantastic week, everybody. We'll see you in person next week. Good night.